Hey, whatever happened to that Jenny optimism?
It's fading. I'm really frightened. I've never been this frightened.
I know, before you were so wrapped up and so concerned about Jim's heart condition.
Here we are trying to assume the best for the people on the outside. And they're trying to assume the best for us.
You know, I'm going to be in big trouble when we get out of here.
Why?
Well, because I promised Viki I'd be home at 8 o'clock last night to take her to dinner.
You still there, Kendall?
Yeah, I'm here.
Then answer my question. Who should we kill first? The editor or the nurse?
Neither of them, Bonnie. For God's sake, neither of them.
Look, we gave you your doctor back, right?
Yes, and for that we're grateful.
Not that grateful. No one has sent us you as a thank you. Now I'm getting real itchy, Kendall. I want to kill you so bad. So Riley or you?
Look, me. It's me you want, and it's me you'll get.
How? You going to suggest I walk into the hospital, walk right into a trap?
No, I know you're not that stupid.
Not stupid at all, Kendall.
All right, I know. Believe me, I know. Anyway, you can't get to me. So I'll come to you.
Are you serious? You'll really come meet us?
That's right.
Alone or with the cops or the feds?
Alone. You're going to have to trust me on this.
Trust you? Trust you? You, the government agent. You who were behind the deaths of 6 people.
Bonnie, you're right about all that. We don't need to discuss it.
But I don't know why I should believe you. Why you're willing to turn yourself over to us for execution.
Look, Jenny and Joe have a right to live. You will let them live once you have me, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a deal.
Now, how are you going to get out of that hospital? From what I've read in the newspapers, you're still too weak to get out of bed.
Look, I'll manage, but I just have to get past the guards around here, and that's going to be hard. I'll just have to figure it out.
No, I don't think so. I think we better figure it out and let you know. Because your plans could include the cops.
All right, I'll do whatever you say.
You better. Because the slightest sign of a double crossing will blow Riley or the nurse away.
Yes, I know that.
All right. Here's what we'll do. I presume you remember the organizational code.
Yes.
Then look in the banner tomorrow. The personal columns. We'll tell you what to do. It will be signed red, and it'll be in code.
All right.
Remember, Kendall. Riley and the nurse.
I know you mean it, Bonnie. We can forget the threats.
Then we understand each other.
Don't you know that I'm one of those tough ladies that never cries over anything?
Yeah, I do. That's why I asked. How are you?
I'm mostly numb, I guess. Paul, you shouldn't have been so concerned about me. You should have protected yourself.
Are you saying you wish you had caught one of these bullets?
Oh, I don't know.
Look, you're fine. I'm alive. As far as I'm concerned, that's the best thing that could have happened. Other than that, we escaped completely.
You're really an incredible man, Paul Kendall.
What I'm saying, is it real?
What are you saying?
Love. Is it true? thinking about you.
Oh, really? Any reason in particular?
Well, for one, you're one of the nicer things that I have to think about.
Well, thank you very much. So tell me how you feeling. A little better?
No, I'm afraid not. Pat, do you love me?
Oh, well, you know I do.
But how? Do you love me the way you have since I returned to Landview, or do you love me in the real sense? The way you did when we were in New York?
Why are you asking me this?
Never mind. Just tell me.
Well, in some ways, I love you more than I ever have.
Because I was so strong after Brian died? Because I was so heroic when I used my body to keep you from getting shot?
Well, what's going on? You seem very strange. Your mood is strange.
Are you in love with me again? Just answer me that, please. If you're afraid of hurting my feelings, don't be.
All right. I feel all different kinds of love for you. But in all honesty, if you were well and we were living back home, I don't know if we would be any closer as man and wife.
Then the answer is no. You're not in love with me again.
Paul, I really don't understand what's going on. I mean, what are you trying to say?
It's nothing really. I'm preoccupied with all the pain that I've caused you and that I'm still causing.
Okay. Okay, Paul, you're right. It's true that Jim and his family have had to suffer a great deal. And it is also true that Joe and Jenny and their families are suffering a great deal because of the danger that they're in. And if we're going to look back on your past, it is also unfortunately true that it is your fault. But your death would only add to the suffering. And it's not going to guarantee anybody's freedom. You were the first one to say that they're maniacs and that they don't care about people. They could still go ahead and kill our friends just to cover their tracks. So you can stop thinking that everything is going to be fine if you're dead.
Stupid game.
Smile, Herman. There's reason to.
What's up, Bonnie?
It seems he's given up. He's had it. He's willing to turn himself over to us. It seems he can't bear the thought of the deaths of our two sterling hostages on his conscience.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think turning the dock in was a good thing to do. Since his life was saved, Kendall's become more interested in saving other lives. Jim's all right. Now what we've got to do, very fast, is figure out a way to get Kendall out of that hospital, then put it in code to Banner tomorrow morning.
Got any ideas?
I have one. What I think we should do is, keep our voices down. Joe, if Paul turns himself over to them, they'll kill him.
Yes, I know that. Paul knows it too.
Can't let that happen.
Yeah, but he's been determined to go through with that ever since he heard that you and Jim were being held hostage. But with the pain and the weakness, he hasn't been able to move.
Well, surely he's not strong enough to leave the hospital now.
He's well guarded, too. But we can't be positive he won't slip out with their help.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Yeah, sure. We can escape. The hell's the matter with me? Why can't I come up with something? Why can't I think of something to outfox things so we can get out of here?
Ed? All right, Kendall. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Ed, what you were talking about on the phone a few minutes ago?
What's going on?
I have no idea.
What code is Bonnie going to use?
I don't remember.
Listen, Kendall, you may have lost some respect for me along the way. Okay, I couldn't keep you from getting shot, and those two are still running around loose. So I may be incompetent, but I'm not a fool.
Will somebody please tell me what's happening around here?
He tapped my phone.
That's right.
You talked to Bonnie?
And we heard all the conversation, even have it down on tape right here. My men are probably at the phone booth right now where Bonnie made the call.
Terrific. I'm sure she won't be there when you arrive.
We'll see.
Ed, what did he tell her? What did he agree to?
You want to tell her, Paul?
Look, just stay out of this, huh? This is my fight, and it always has been. I started it, and I'll put an end to it.
What did you tell her?
Pat, it's nothing.
Would you leave this alone?
I am not leaving anybody alone until I find out what he told her.
Pat, it is very important, please.
All right. But only if you promise me that whatever he agreed to, you will not let happen.
I guarantee it won't happen.
You can't do that, damn it. It is my life.
That's right. You better learn to like living it, because you're not leaving here tomorrow or the next day or any other day ever, as long as those two are running around loose. Pat, please leave us alone. All right, Paul, open your eyes and talk to me.
I have nothing to say to you.
Playing at being a martyr takes a lot of guts, doesn't it? We need you. Joe and Jenny need you to decipher that code tomorrow.
Okay.
Look, Paul, I know how you feel. Believe me, I really know how you feel. But that's all emotion. That will not help Joe and Jenny right now. Have you remembered any more?
Yeah, I have. It's stupid stuff.
Well, you never know.
Well, I remembered something about...
Wait a minute. All right, go ahead.
Herman likes tacos and tequila.
You got a cast iron stomach?
Yeah. And Bonnie has this problem with her hair from over-bleaching. She used to use this special vegetable conditioner. It's called Pure Earth or something like that.
Now, that's like tequila. You can buy that anywhere, right?
No. You have to get it in beauty supply outlets that sell to salons.
Uh-huh. Well, we might be getting somewhere. Keep talking.
want some company, I could sure use some.
Of course, Brad. Sit down.
Thanks.
How are you?
I'll tell the truth, I'm about 2 minutes away from being committed to your psychiatric ward.
I'm very sorry about all this, Brad. I know it must be a very terrible thing for you to have to go through, and everyone that cares about Jenny. Especially for you.
How is my father?
He's very upset, of course. Especially since he really can't get close enough to you to offer any support.
I could use some support right now. You know, Dad always used to tell me that good little boys got whatever they want in the world. And I used to think that that was true, especially if what the boy wanted was Jenny. But now, I don't know. What do you think about these people? About Harmon and Cantrell?
Do you mean, do I think they're as dangerous as we've been reading?
No, I'm certain they're not bluffing, or at least if they are, they won't keep bluffing for long. I've got no optimism along those lines. What I meant was, Jenny is very beautiful. And Herman is a man. I mean, he may be a madman, but he's still a man, and I'm scared.
You're afraid of his sexually assaulting her?
Yes, I am. I'm also scared that he might be slapping her around. You know, I get this wave of panic every time I think that they might be hurting her.
You know, Brad, I can't be sure of anything like that, you realize. But I strongly doubt that they would hurt her.
Why? I mean, I want to believe you. I want to believe you very much, but why? If they're capable of murder, they're capable of anything.
Not necessarily. They have their own moral sense, their own code of behavior that all revolves around their cause. Their single-minded fanaticism is what allows them to do much of what they have to do.
Yes, but Herman is still a man. And Bonnie is...
Bonnie is crazy, and she's a zealot, who apparently rules with an iron fist. Even if Herman was so inclined, I doubt seriously that she would allow any kind of fooling around.
Well, I guess I'll believe you then, because I want to very much. Has Ed Hall spoken to Jim Craig yet?
No, Jim is still in recovery. Can't speak. I'm sure that when he does, he'll find out a lot more.
If they do it in time. I mean, every minute that passes, the pressure just keeps building up. And they won't keep stalling forever. If I were Harmon and Cantrell, I wouldn't have stalled this long. Sooner or later, they are going to carry out one of their threats.
Okay, we're all set.
We hope.
You're not going to start getting chicken again, are you, Herman? Not when we've got Kendall practically within our reach.
No, I'm just thinking of the law of averages is all. How many times can we win? How many times can we fool them?
I'm not going to listen to this nonsense. I'm going to go out and apply some pressure somewhere where I know it's going to get results.
Yeah, I know. But be careful, huh? Don't take any chances.
Herman, the last thing I'm going to do at this point is get careless, okay? Now relax. I'll see you later. Oh, the law of averages should catch up with me. You'll be sure to do what I told you to do with our hostages for me.
Supposedly, he's supposed to make sure it's not going to happen. Of course, there were a lot of things that weren't supposed to have happened.
I think you can be sure about this one, simply because Paul is too weak. He doesn't have the strength.
I don't know. I don't think we're smart enough to break out of a federal prison. They're smart enough to break into a hospital.
No, I don't think so. Not now. Not when they're so well known. Their pictures have been in the paper every single day. Everybody knows what they look like, and the security is incredible.
Still
what?
It's not going to stop Paul from doing what he wants to do.
What, leaving the hospital? No. Dying. You mean he might kill himself? No, Pat, I don't believe that. I know he feels very guilty, but I don't think he'd do that. Viki, he kept questioning me today about my love for him. And he kept asking me if it had changed or if it was like the old days. And, well, you know how much he wanted us to get back together. And well, he seemed relieved when I told him that I didn't think we could. Relieved? Yes, it was like, well, that it wouldn't be the same kind of pain for me to go through if he dies because I didn't really love him. Does that Hall know about that? Because it might be a good idea to put a guard in his room. Oh, yeah, I think he does. He was there, and they had a big argument, and Paul told him that he should mind his own business and let him do it his way, so I am sure that Ed is aware of Paul's desperation. So please, absolutely unfathomable, this whole situation. We know that these things happen, but for us to be involved in them... Oh, Viki, I'm sorry. I've been sitting here talking about Paul, and we've been concerned about Paul. In the meantime, Joe is... Well, we both have husbands in trouble. Very bad trouble. But I know Joe, and I know that he is thinking of surviving. Working on it, I'm sure of that. Hello.
This is Joe Riley, please.
Speaking.
Oh. Hello. I was just wondering if you wanted me to give your husband a message of any kind.
My husband? Is this...
Yes.
Is he all right?
For the moment. But I'm not sure how long that moment's going to last. Would you like to help lengthen it?
Of course, I'll do anything.
I understand your father was a very rich, powerful man by the name of Victor Lord.
If you want money, I'll give you anything you want.
Typical. Because you have money, you just assume I want it. Because, Mrs. Riley, you probably bought off a lot of people in your time, and you just assume I can be bought off. Well, I can't. There's only one thing I want. And you know what that is.
Oh, Kendall.
On one of your silver platters. If I were you, Mrs. Riley, I'd start applying that Lord money, prestige, and power, and buy off some people in authority. The ones protecting Kendall. And maybe you can buy your husband back that way.
Joe, you hungry?
Sure.
I'm starving.
Yeah, me too. That dried up donuts they brought us for breakfast was very filling with it.
Think they just forgot to bring us lunch or what?
That's one way to find out. Hey, Harmon, Bonnie.
What do you want now?
We're hungry. What happened to lunch?
It was so good we ate it all ourselves.
What about dinner? Are we going to get that?
I don't know. We got some new rules around here. Come on.
Now listen, if you send out for pizza, make it pepperoni, will you?
Knock it off, will you?
Well, Jenny, I suppose now's as good a time as any to go on a diet, huh?
Hope he doesn't take you seriously about that pizza. I hate pepperoni.
That's it. Keep that sense of humor. Helps keep our spirits up. Doesn't do much for the hunger pangs, though, does it?
I wonder what they're doing right now. Viki and Brad.
Oh, Brad, I don't know. Viki is probably keeping a stiff upper lip, praying and telling everyone everything's going to be just fine, and occasionally convincing herself of that. Oh, I saw Brad before they brought me here.
Really?
Yeah, he came into my office, demanded I take him on the drop with me. I managed to convince him that would do more harm than good. Then he wanted to put a note to you in with the medication.
Do you know what he wanted to say?
Yeah. Did he look
I wonder if he felt that he needed to say that because he wasn't sure that I knew that he loved me.
You've been having your problems.
Yeah, we've been having problems. None of them that are easy to solve, but we were trying. Did he seem very upset?
Well, honey, I got the feeling he'd do almost anything to reach you.
Well, he needs me. And I need him. Joe, we have hurt each other. I know I've hurt him. That goes without saying.
Well, perhaps when this crisis is over, you'll both learn something from it. Things will be better when you're back together.
Never get the chance.
Yeah. I got here as soon as I could. What's up? Well, maybe something, maybe nothing. Bonnie Harmon made a call to Paul. She stayed on the phone long enough for us to trace it.
And?
We traced the call to a phone booth on the west side of town. Now, we know they're probably holed up in Philadelphia, but she apparently is trying to throw us off the track by slipping into Lambview every now and then, making calls. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get all the names and addresses of beauty salon supply houses in that area.
Beauty supplies?
Yeah, right. Maybe a little obvious, but maybe for that reason it might work. I got a plan.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Joe's life is in danger. She's just trying to apply pressure.
I still think that Ed should be told about it.
No. He does not need to worry about me. He needs to find Joe and Jenny. Do you ever feel just a little bit tempted? To do what? Well, to not be so nice and to stop being a good friend and to wish that Paul would turn himself in. In the middle of all this madness, have you lost your mind as well? I don't know, maybe I have. It's just... I just keep thinking if this whole situation were reversed, would I be as charitable as you are? And I don't know, I doubt it. But would it help? Or would it do any good if I hated Paul because he joined the underground? Would it help if I got angry with you because you married him? No. Pat, we are all victims in this situation. Probably Paul more than the rest of us. Because of all the suffering he's been through, and the years that he went through this thing. And now it's all come down on him so cruelly just when he thought it was over and done with and behind him. But you and Joe are totally innocent. Oh, come on. Don't you think we knew exactly what we could have been getting into, huh? We're not that innocent. There was a choice that had to be made. And we made the one that involved us. Unfortunately, it resulted in bartering your husband's life for my husband's. But the answer is no. No, I am not even tempted. And now, I think the best thing that we can do is to call Will Vernon and talk to him about Paul.
I was quite surprised when Dorothy said you were here to see me, Brad.
Well, you know how it is with kids. No matter how angry they are at their parents, when it's a crisis, they still come around knocking on the door.
Well, I've been worried that you'd never ever do that again, no matter what.
It all seems so irrelevant now. It's like it happened 20 years ago. I'm so scared for Jenny, I don't have any room for anger, for hate, for all the things I thought I felt for you.
Thought you felt?
Well, how real could they be to evaporate like this? I'm sure you haven't forgiven me, but at least we're sitting here on equal basis.
You look as though you haven't slept much.
No, I haven't. When I do sleep, I have awful nightmares. I'm helpless. Jenny is in trouble, and I am totally helpless.
I guess there's no worse feeling in the world than
helplessness.
I never thought of myself as brave, daring, foolhardy, maybe, yes, but not brave. But I would do anything. I would do anything at all if I could get her away from those people.
I know. It's just another indication of how much you love her, how much you need her.
I keep having this fantasy that I go break into the room and I just tear Harmon and Cantrell apart with my hands.
I understand that, too. I got carried away with fantasy myself this morning about how I might convince them to take me and let her go.
Yeah. Then you understand. I know when I'm not being carried away by fantasies or having nightmares, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. I mean, the deep, heavy kind of soul searching that you've been telling me for years I should be doing.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something that may shock you. Say, it certainly shocked me. But it's the truth. I decided that when Jenny comes back, I've got to make a clean breast of it. I mean, we were married in deceit. Our marriage is drowning in deceit. We've got to clear all of that away.
You mean the whole thing about Lana?
Yeah, I'm going to tell her about Lana being pregnant. I'm going to tell her that I was in the apartment with her the night she died. I'm going to tell her about the ring, about Cathy, about all of it.
Excuse me. Yes. All right. Well, Viki, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right, Will, thank you. But Pat and I are very concerned about Paul.
Well, I thought Paul was recovering very nicely.
Well, physically, yes, but apparently his depression is very severe, and Pat is convinced that he's contemplating suicide.
Well, of course I'll talk to him as soon as I can. And Viki, if you feel that you need to talk, please don't hesitate to call. Promise. All right. Bye.
I hadn't thought of that. You can go in and see Kendall whenever you want.
I imagine, yes. I'm sure going to try.
Well, then you can help save Jenny.
How?
Well, by persuading Kendall to do the right thing and turn himself over to those people. Why are you looking at me like I said something wrong?
Because it is wrong, Brad.
Jenny is being held hostage because of him, right?
It can't be done. On principle, it can't be done. I won't do it.
Well, I don't believe this. What are you're going to hold up a lot of principles and theories to me and say that they are more important than Jenny's life?
No, not more important, but certainly just as important.
No, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. No one made Paul Kendall become an undercover agent. He knew what the danger he was putting his life into when he joined that organization.
Look, I understand how you feel.
Well, all right. You understand? All right, you say you understand, but you're not going to go in there and tell Kendall that that he can actually save Joe and Jenny's life.
Think, Brad. Think what you're asking me to do.
All right.
No, I don't. And the more I think about it, the more absurd that phone call was. What kind of power and prestige does Bonnie Harmer think I have? And does she really believe that even if I were so inclined that I could buy Paul's life? I don't know. Their thinking is so warped. Maybe she does. Well, you better go on. Before I start asking a lot of questions and have no answers. I can do that alone. Okay? Thank you for coming for your help. Thank you. Thank you. Give my love to Paul. Bye. Oh, Joe, please don't let them hurt you. May I help you, sir?
Yeah, well, I hope so. Do you sell Pure Earth hair conditioner?
Yes, we do.
You do? Terrific. This is the third store I've been to trying to find it.
What did you have in mind? A case?
Is that the only way you sell it?
Yes, sir.
Well, could you this time maybe just sell it by the bottle? It'll save a lot of lives. My name is Detective Wolek.
Oh, is there anything wrong with our organically pH balance of natural?
No, lady, no.
Pure
Don't get excited, no. You just relax, okay? I want you to look at...
This has been in the newspapers every day for a week.
Oh, newspapers. But I mean, have you seen her here, trying to purchase that certain conditioner?
Oh, certainly not. Well, if she had, I'd have recognized her, and I'd have called the police.
Yeah, that's very good. Well, I want to tell you something. We have reason to believe that this Bonnie Harmer here, she has been seen in and out of this area of town. We also believe that sooner or later she's about to purchase that particular conditioner. So I would like you to do two things for me.
Certainly. Well, I've always been a law-abiding citizen. I pay traffic tickets and everything.
What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take a couple of bottles of that Pure Earth hair conditioner and put it on that shelf right there. That way if she walks by, she'll see that you sell it here.
And then when she comes in, you want me to capture her.
It gets pretty dull for you here, doesn't it? Look, you call the police, all right? She's very, very dangerous, and we don't want you doing our job. You understand? Thank you.
Kat sent you. More or less. She's very concerned about you, Paul. So's Viki.
Yeah, Viki probably hates me. If it weren't for me, Joe would be back at the banner where he belongs, not being held captive.
Well, if it weren't for Joe, Jim Craig would almost certainly be dead. Why don't you look at it that way?
That was my fault, too. What about Jenny, your own daughter-in-law?
Well, I'm praying for her safety. She's got a lot of strength, a lot of composure. I'm sure she's using it.
Do you know what is driving me crazy, Will? That no one, not one person has come in here yelling at me, cursing at me, and demanding that I turn myself over to these people. That makes me hate myself even more.
Well, if that's what you want, you ought to invite Brad in here. He's ready to. He'd move you right down the corridor to the terrace if you want.
That's exactly what I want.
Look, Paul, you're right in the middle of this. You can't look at it with the same perspective we all can. But no matter how worried we are about the people we love, your life can't be exchanged for theirs.
Brad is the only sane one among you.
No. No, Brad is the only one who's as frantic as you are. Paul, look, what I'm asking you to do is tough. I know it is. But you've got to pull yourself out of this depression, this guilt. Stop blaming yourself. You're only causing more concern. And there's already so much of that.
I can stop blaming myself. I can put an end to all the concern by putting an end to this whole ordeal.
By putting an end to yourself.
Exactly. Joe and Jenny can be set free then. It's simple, Will. And it's what I intend to do.
I was just about to close out.
Oh, this won't take long. I just want to purchase a bottle of your Pure Earth conditioner. That's all.
Next week, a time warp thrusts the Robinsons back into time to another era.
Yeah, that's what you'd call it, a flying saucer.
1947.
This car is new to them. And we're 50 years out of our time.
But I am human. I am.
All right, men, this is it. Now watch the recoil.
No, don't shoot.
Fire!
I don't know. I've seen pictures of people using them, but I don't know if this will work.
Warning. Vehicle velocity now equivalent to speed of light. Velocity now increasing beyond EM radiations. Next week, a visit to a hostile planet on Lost in Space.
That's why it's so important for us to stay together. I mean, we're all we've got.
Richard is one of my oldest and dearest friends.
Oh, yeah, and you'd like him to be more than that, wouldn't you?
Do I detect a naughty secret lurking behind that sweet little smile?
I'm in love with the man your wife is involved with.
Will she get what she wants? One life to live every day following all my children.
more than anything in the entire world.
Why can't I ever have what I want?
Because you married me.
Peter.
A beautiful love is threatened by a jealous sister.
Well, I'm going to fight. And I'll win because Melinda has never beaten me. Never beaten me, and she's not going to beat me now. I am through suffering at your hands. And I'm going to get even with you.
One life to live, every day following all my children.
Hey, Al.
I can do anything I want. It's my wedding day.
Your wife threw you out?
No, damn it. My wife did not throw me out.
Come on, let's snuggle and neck the way those two kids do in there all the time, I'll bet.
You think we can stay awake that long?
Let's give it a try.
Don't you worry about me. I always land on my feet. Besides, I consider not marrying you an act of charity.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It'll be nice to sit by a fire later, right? Happy?
Very. You'd be happy.
I will, Chris. I love you so much.
We have talked about it. You know you are ready for it.
Yes, very ready. I guess you can tell that just by looking at me. Come on, drink faster.
What's the hurry?
I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed. Athena was the girl I met in the elevator last night. Now we come, of course, to daytime dramas, better known as the soaps. And what can you say about them? Plenty. They're the prime source of entertainment, literally, to millions of Americans. They're performed by actors and actresses who are on the job from dawn to dusk, 5 days a week, and they work their tails off, and I'll put their performances up against anybody else's in any of the arts. Thank you. So we move now to our final category and salute daytime drama. To present our first dramatic award from Ryan's Hope and Another World, two beautiful troublemakers, Eileen Kristen and Beverly McKenzie.
Thank you. And now for the Drama Writing Award. For the people who give us new names, new lives, and believe me, get us into all kinds of trouble in the process.
They fulfill our fantasies. Your fantasies and their fantasies. And because they're writers, they're called imaginative. And if they were just ordinary people, well, they might be called strange. We truly admire them.
For outstanding writing for a daytime drama series, the nominees are...
Do this. Don't do what? Don't play with fire. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you do. I have quite a few scars from having been in love with Neil myself. Don't you make that same mistake.
You are proposing marriage, aren't you?
Oh, of course I am. You mean yes?
Yes.
No, wait a minute. It's just, I am so used to being turned down. Fine. It's great. It's wonderful.
I knew it. I knew it. Look, you engineered last night. Let's not forget that. I knew I would regret this, but you said, oh, no, Nick, let us live for the moment. Don't worry about tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is here. It's right here in this room
And
now.
you tricked me. You tricked me into making love to you. You made me think that it was much more than that.
You can't really believe what you're saying. You can't.
If you didn't love me, then why did you stay the night?
You had your chance to admit that you were her father when Christina was born. Where the hell were you then? You were only too glad to make me think that it was my child. And then when Holly finally came forward and told me the truth, did you assume one shred of responsibility for her? Hell no!
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter that much, but they always loved Marlena. They never really understood why they didn't love Samantha. They always loved her the best, and it doesn't matter that much, but they are never.
And the winners are... And the winner is... Claire Devine, Paula Villanelle, Ryan Cope, Larry Munisteri, Alan Rex, and Judith Taylor.
Thank goodness that promptness doesn't count for this award. Ryan's Hope is the only show that lives under continual threat of having to produce an outline. But thank you so much to all those people at ABC TV 16 who cope with our delayed deadlines and so forth, and to that wonderful cast. Thank you.
And to all the people and to all our writers, and especially to Mary Munisteri, our very special writer who wrote the show that was the winner.
Thank you very much. I have to thank everybody who's connected with the production because they're just all so wonderful. And I'm one of those very strange people that Eileen was talking about. But thank you all. And thank you to my 3 children and to my husband for helping me to be able to sit down and write. Oh, wait, one more thing. And to Gilbert Parker, who started all this years and years ago. Thank you.
Thank you. They named everybody but the Hollywood 10. The first actress to win an Emmy Award in daytime television is our next presenter. She has also received a Theater Guild Award and a Tony Award nomination. Ladies and gentlemen, from all my children, the First Lady of Daytime Television, Mary Fickett.
For Best Actor in a Daytime Drama Series, the nominees are Matthew Coles, All My Children, ABC; Michael Levin, Ryan's Hope, ABC; Larry Keith, All My Children, ABC; James Pritchett, The Doctors, NBC; Andrew Robinson, Ryan's Hope, ABC; Michael Storm, One Life to Live, ABC. And the winner is... I'm really more nervous than they are, really. James Pritchett, The Doctor.
Wouldn't you know, I finally get up here and they've lost the cards. In the thanking department, I'd like to thank anybody and everybody that had anything to do with this moment. I don't care if it was inadvertent or illegal or prejudice. I'm just damn pleased and proud to be here. And one special thanks for my biggest fan. Used to be my biggest fan, then she went on a diet. Now she's just the most loyal and long-suffering and supportive, my wife, Cindy. Hello, Laura, Shelley, and Kyle. Thank you, everyone.
Fight the lives of the people on One Life to Live.
How many innocent people have to be hurt before it's all over? All because of me.
I want to get Jenny out of there, and I want to get her out of there tonight.
Many lives hang in the balance, and only one man can decide the outcome.
Then answer my question. Who should we kill first? The editor or the nurse?
One Life to Live. Today and every day, following all my children.
Thank you. This next young lady is one of the most popular actresses on Love of Life, and with her is one the stars of The Doctors, ladies and gentlemen, Valika Gray and Glenn Corbett. Love you.
For Outstanding Individual Director for a Daytime Drama Series, the nominees are Iris Serker, Another World, NBC; Richard Dunlap, The Young and the Restless, CBS;
Richard T. McHugh as The World Turns, CBS. Robert Myron, Love of Life, CBS.
Al Raven, Days of Our Lives, NBC; Layla Swift, Ryan's Hope, ABC.
And the winner is Richard Dunlap, The Young and the Restless.
I'm very privileged. I thank the Academy, and I know I accept it, and I'm up here because of the hard work of Bill Bell, John Conboy, a great crew, and a very talented cast, and the efforts of three special ladies. Pat Wenig, our producer, Kathy Abbey, the queen of our control room, and my mother. Thank you. Mr. Dunlop has Polaroid pictures of those people if you'd like to see them. And now for the Best Actress Award, and to present it is a gentleman who received 2 Emmy nominations before finally winning for the Best Actor last year. To prove he can give as well as receive, here from Search for Tomorrow is Mr. Val Dufour.
What an honor and a privilege to list these beautiful, talented ladies. The nominees for the Outstanding Actress in Daytime Series are Mary Fickett, All My Children, ABC; Beverly McKinsey, Another World, NBC; Jennifer Harmon, One Life to Live, ABC; Laurie Heineman, Another World, NBC; Susan Lucci, All My Children, ABC; Susan Seaforth Hayes, Days of Our Lives, NBC; Victoria Wyndham, Another World, NBC. It was much easier last year. Laurie Heineman, Another World.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you. I want to thank my parents, my sisters, all my good friends, my agents, Al Cullum, Leland Moss, Teresa Hughes for great inspiration. I want to thank Paul Rausch and Pete LeMay especially for hiring me and for giving me such a wonderful character, the crew of Another World, and most the great cast of Another World, who I loved working with, and especially Susan Harney and David Bailey. Thank you very much.
The 5th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards will continue with the Dolphins as the winner of the Best Dramatic Series. Thank you all very much. It's really the place to be here. It's my great pleasure. Outstanding Daytime Drama Series. They are
How ashamed I felt after Gardner attacked me. It was like trying to wake up out of a nightmare, wondering what I had done to provoke it.
What you had done?
Because that's the way women begin to think.
John, it's the cruise.
Oh, to the Caribbean. I don't believe it. Oh, for heaven's sake. Fantastic, sweetheart. Sweetheart. You shouldn't have done it. You can't afford it. Can you afford that?
Can, and we have done it, and you're going. It's not the same ship that you were booked on the first time, but it's just as nice.
Oh, aren't they the dearest children any woman could be blessed with?
I love you. Both of you so much. I just had to tell you that tonight.
Oh, darling, I'll never forget this night. Never. As long as I live.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
You just shut up. You understand? Shut up.
I haven't begun to tell you what I think of you, mister. I think you're filth. I think you're so filthy I wouldn't let you touch my garbage.
Who do you think you're kidding? Who do you think you're kidding? Now, you want this excitement, this action, just as much as I do, don't you? Now, admit it to me.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, no, now, you've just admitted it. Tell me you want me. Tell me you want me.
Oh, I'll be glad to.
And the winner is Days of Our Lives. Executive producers Betty Corday and Wesley Kelly. Producer Jack Hertzberg.
So many times, I'm glad we're about to get married to that. Oh, there are two people who should be with me, and I have to read something from them. After many years of having worked in this wonderful medium called television, it is the most exciting moment of my career to have received this Emmy. And my heartfelt thank goes to a superb cast, producers, production staff, writers, and everybody who contributed Days of Our Lives. Without them, this would not have been possible. And I thank the members of the Academy for honoring us. Betty Corday. And from our executive producer, co-executive producer, Wes Kenny, I want to thank those who felt me worthy of winning. And I can only say the pleasure I received from the awards is only exceeded by the pleasure I have had over the years of working with Betty Corday and all the marvelous actors and technicians who made our winning possible. Wes Kenny. And for myself, Jack Hertzberg, wow. It's really great, finally, as I said, after all these years of coming here, to get it, and I have to thank a great network, a great crew, great writers, tremendous actors, associate producer Helen Hall, and a guy who really started so many things in daytime and Days of Our Lives, Ted Corday. Thank you, Academy.
Thank you. All right. Hey, I hope you had fun. We had a great time. Hope we did not offend anybody except, of course, ABC, CBS, NBC, and nighttime television, and, of course, Wink Martindale's father-in-law. We thank everybody. We thank the winners, thank the losers. I should have thanked the Academy, and I do. We had a very special day. We don't pretend to have all the answers here, but we do have one burning question. And that question is, what is Durward Kirby really like? Be nice to each other. Peace. Thank you. The 5th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, brought to you by the Johnson & Johnson family of fine products.
Food. We're hungry. All we got for breakfast was a dried-up donut. We packed on lunch, and now it's dinner time. I didn't hear any bell. How about it?
Bonnie's out shopping now. Maybe she'll come back with enough food for all of us. I don't know.
Hey, Herman, even prisoners of war get fed, crust of bread, cup of water, something like that.
You got this smart attitude, Riley. I don't like it.
Well, you know, you lose your sense of humor. You've lost everything, haven't you? Or did you never have one to lose, huh?
I don't like your mouth. I don't like you pounding on doors. In fact, I don't like you, period. Now get back in there. Go on. If I hear any more noise out here, I'll tie you up and gag you.
You tie me up?
That's right. What are you laughing at?
You little man, I bet you couldn't do it.
Then you better be willing to bet your life. Because either way, you lose.
You want what? Pure Earth hair conditioner. You have it in the window. I assume you sell it, right? So why are you staring at me like that, lady?
Ladies, your respective husband, father, and boss is now conscious and doing fine.
We were scared to death. The look on your face when you came out of Dad's room.
That was my professional expression and demeanor. I had deep, heavy medical thoughts in my mind when I came to the door. I'm sorry if I alarmed you.
It's a good thing you smiled. It saved off panic.
Oh! Mrs. Craig, are you all right?
That's all right. It's just relief after all that tension. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
In a few months' time, your husband will feel and look like a new man. You know? Because basically he has a new heart.
Can Anna and Kathy see him now?
Well, I'm afraid I can only let you in one at a time.
Oh, will you go in, Anna? Go. Thank you.
Now, Mrs. Craig is going to be groggy. And just remember that the way he's feeling now is akin to getting hit in the chest with a sledgehammer. Let's go.
So, how are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
Oh, Carla, you know, through this whole thing, I've done so much thinking about love. I guess because I've been feeling a lot of love. And I just realized how few people we really love in a lifetime.
I know we all tend to behave as if love's a luxury, which is handed out very sparingly.
We get the emotions so confused. I think back about Joe and Tony, and at the time I was so sure it was a lasting love, and it wasn't. But then I look at Anna and Dad, and I realize that's a lasting love. And I realized that for so many years I was so dead set against it.
Oh, you were young and you were insecure. It was only natural. You had your father to yourself for so long to feel that his love for Anna would take away some of his love for you.
It's all so stupid, isn't it? Why do we get so involved in jealousy? Is it out of fear? Why can't we just realize that if we're just naturally loving, that it'll be given back to us?
Do to deserve such disrespect? Huh? You know, when I go out and find you a nice gentleman, I assure him that you are worth $100. Well, I don't know anymore.
You know, Lindstrom came to the bar looking for me. He was very upset. Karen, you're not supposed to break down and cry in the middle of these things. It takes all the exotic enjoyment out of the activities. It can be a downright turnoff. Lindstrom was not satisfied with his purchase. I doubt we'll ever see him or his money again, but what's worse, he'll probably tell all his friends about you, and we'll probably lose a lot of potential customers.
I don't care.
Karen, you should care because it's got me very upset. That's why you should care. Hey, what is it with this crying routine, huh?
You couldn't possibly understand what happened to me today.
Well, why don't you give me a try? Because right now I have a feeling like I want to wring your neck, you know, and that's not cool, so talk.
My sister.
Oh, come on, what is this, a repeat performance? Hey.
My sister, whom I happen to love very much, is being held hostage by maniacs.
I know, Karen, I read the papers.
I don't know if she's dead or alive. Tim Craig just had open heart surgery. I don't know if he's dead or alive. And then I find myself in some strange motel room with some strange man that I don't know, don't want to know, don't want to be with, and am with simply because I am making money for you. So it got to me. And I broke down.
Karen, hey, take it easy now. We're in a public place. Come on. Hey, wipe your eyes. Take it easy, huh?
Take it anymore.
Karen, I know it's a rough time right now, but we can't help by worrying about it.
No. I'm getting crazy. I think I'm losing my mind. I can't take the pressure anymore. I can't take the pressure of lying. Of hating myself, of hating you, of hating the men that you...
You don't want to shoot me, Herman.
Wrong. I want very much to shoot you right now. It would make me very happy.
But it wouldn't be the smart thing to do now.
You call me stupid?
No, Herman. I'm just saying that you're a little upset right now. You're not thinking clearly.
You're thinking a mile a minute, aren't you? Trying to think of a way to keep me from killing you.
Well, Herman, if you were to shoot me now, you know, Herman, gunshot won't go unnoticed. The superintendent will hear it. Next door neighbors, Herman, you know, people passing on the street. Now they hear a gunshot. They'll call the police. And then the police will surround this place so fast your head will spin. And you know what happens then, Herman? You're going to end up right back in jail.
I ain't never going back to jail.
That, Herman. In that case, you know, you're going to end up having to shoot it out with them. And then you could end up getting killed like your friend Arnold Rivers. So, can't you see, Herman? For you to shoot me now would be the worst possible thing you could do for yourself. So I'll tell you what, I'll go out and I'll get some food. I'll be right back, and we'll have a nice dinner party.
Am I staring at you? Yeah. Real weird, like. I'm sorry. I just thought you looked familiar. We've never seen each other before. I'm quite sure you're right. What is it you wanted? Pure earth hair conditioner. How many times do I have to say it? I'm sorry. I'm just a little disorganized today. Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed. Excuse me. Well, one bottle be enough, or do you want more? No, one's fine, and I'm in kind of a hurry, if you don't mind. I'm sure you are. I mean, everybody is these days, aren't they? How much? $3 1/4.
Stuff gets more expensive every time I buy it.
Certainly worth it, isn't it?
Yep. It's the only thing that works for me. Thank you. Come again.
Get me the police department. Detective Wolek, and hurry.
Hello, my love.
Hello. Can I touch you? Is it right, may I kiss you?
Kiss me, but don't lean on me.
Kathy and Carla are outside, and they're very jealous because I got in to see you first.
My 3 favorite women. I think of everything I've put you all through.
Darling, how can you possibly worry about us after all you've been through?
It's better than worrying about myself.
But you don't have to do that. You're going to be fine.
That's what Jack Scott told me.
He said that in a few months you're going to be a new man.
Oh, will that be okay? I remember that you got pretty fond of the old one.
Darling, what this means is that you and I are going to have many more years together.
Oh, sweetheart. Can't help wondering if I've told you often enough how much I love you.
Have I told you?
It was very hard.
Well, you want to tell me about it? Tell me everything you did today? This time tell me the truth?
So angry about?
I'm angry because I think there's something going on that I don't know about.
What do you mean?
I don't know, Karen. Something weird that making me very nervous, Karen. It's almost like the old days, you know?
Oh, Larry, what is it? Just tell me.
What did you do today?
I modeled clothes at Huddleston's.
Really?
Really? Judy, one of the other models, called up, and she was sick, and I had to model her clothes, too. I mean, I didn't even have a lunch break today. I was in and out of clothes all day. I hardly even sat down.
Must be very popular.
Yes, I am. I think they're very pleased with my work. Now, are you going to tell me what it is?
Well, considering how popular you are there and how long you've been working there, I just think it's funny that when I call you, I can't get hold of you.
Yes, it is. You should be able to get a hold of me.
Yes, I should be able to, Karen. I tried today. I tried to call you today, and I couldn't get hold of you.
Well, you know, the turnover in those operators is unbelievable.
Now, wait a minute. I have called you in the past. You'd think one operator would know where you were.
Well, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. What time did you call me today?
I don't know what... 3:30, 4 o'clock?
And the operator didn't give you the message?
What message?
Oh, this is unbelievable. I am really going to make us think about this when I go in there tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Would you mind telling me what you're talking about?
No, I don't mind telling you what I'm talking about at all. At around 3 or 4 today, I was feeling a little faint. I was feeling dizzy. They practically had to carry me to the dispensary. They made me lie there and rest.
And The operator didn't know enough to tell me you weren't feeling well?
Well, I don't know whether she knew or not, but obviously she cares about as much as you do.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Every time I try to prove to you that I'm changing, you still don't believe me.
Then why didn't you call me from the dispensary?
Because I know that you're very busy. I'm sorry.
I also know that you're just as concerned about everything that's happening as I am. And I didn't think that you'd be concerned about me. Anyway, it was just a dizzy spell.
Look, dizzy spell doesn't necessarily mean nothing.
All right now. The only thing that upsets me is those operators. When I go in tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that gets corrected or else I'm going to quit.
You don't have to quit. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I want to call you today was to see if you could take a couple of days off modeling and help me out at the clinic, babe. I mean, what with everyone having left there, I'm in big trouble. And I could really use your help.
If you need me, I'll arrange to be there. Somehow.
Why didn't you just shoot the creep and get it over with?
Well, because a gunshot would have brought the cops crawling around here inside of 2 seconds.
Well, we won't have to worry about that anymore. We will not be the cause of any more noise pollution that might alert the authorities.
Silence. Where did you get that?
A friend. A very good friend. We do have friends, you know, Herman. We're not alone in this.
Yeah, but what friend would give you a silencer?
Matt Hoover.
Matt Hoover?
Yeah, he and Arnie worked together for years.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I never met him.
Neither had I until today. He, Arnie had me memorize his phone number once, in case I should ever need him. I figured we need him now. And we had a nice long talk and everything's set. Including the coded message for Kendall. It'll be in the banner tomorrow morning. Then by tomorrow night, it'll all be over with.
You mean Kendall be dead?
Oh, by the way, Matt Hoover suggests we kill Joe Riley and the nurse, no matter what. That's why he gave me the silencer.
I'm sorry you couldn't see Jim, Carla. I hope you'll be strong enough to talk to me tomorrow. Yeah, well, Sadie and I will be expecting you home soon, okay? Okay.